Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to our week 11 edition already. That's crazy. Of Thursday Night Football on Prime. So we had to be back with your boy. We had to be back with your favorite show, with your favorite bro. We're back with Quick Takes. And today we have an excellent matchup in the NFC East between the 7-3 Washington Commanders going to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. And then this one, very interesting matchup, but we have to and gonna roll with the Philadelphia Eagles in this one. And without further ado, let's get down to business why this might be the case. First of all, excellent quarterback plays on both sides. Jayden Daniels, only 2 interceptions, I do believe. With Jalen Hurts, on the other hand, only 5 interceptions for him after, turning the ball over a little bit more than what you would want last season after a Super Bowl run the year previous. A lot of injuries amongst a lot of things last year, offensive coordinator and everything. So it does look like Philly's getting back into their fold again, like the Philly that was there from 2 years ago. Not the Philly of last year that looks like the bottom's going to fall out. The defense has been stepping up. They got younger at defensive backs. Cooper DeJean looks like it's a hit. On the other side, Quinyon Mitchell, the first rounder, looks like a hit, which gives Darius Slay some plays off, which helps out. James Bradbury become Weapon X, just all around the places you need him to play safety. In some downs you might need him to play corner. He's there everywhere. CJ back in the fold, bringing that energy, that dogness back into the fold for them that they missed last season probably. Defensively, especially losing out on a legend like Fletcher Cox retiring. On the opposite end for the Commanders, they have transformed just like the Houston Texans did last year with CJ Stroud, another number overall 2 pick with Jayden Daniels, has done the same with Washington, but it's not just him. The whole new regime, starting down from Josh Harris, the owner, with Adam Peters, the president and GM, with Dan Quinn being the head coach, bringing in offensive coordinator like Cliff Kingsbury to help Jayden Daniels perform at his very best, which he is doing. As a rookie, he's in the MVP talks. However, they have been, as a franchise, I don't want to call them a poverty, but at the same time, they have not been winners in a very long time, since Joe Theismann, really, if you want to talk about actual winning. So they haven't had a winner in a really long time. Do they know how to win? This is what's going to differentiate them, being a young squad and going up against the upper echelons, your Kansas City Chiefs, your Baltimore, your Buffalo in the AFC, if they are to make a Super Bowl, even the Niners or the Lions in the NFC. For the Commanders to actually have that respect that they will beat those teams, this is where they're going to have to start learning how to win. But in this one, we are going to have to roll with the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly, because the run game is still a question mark that I have had for the Commanders. I know Brian Robinson's there. Antonio Gibson got let out. Austin Eckler's still there. But that run game still has not, shown up the way you would want him to. Saquon in 11 games almost has 1,000 yards. Meanwhile, the Commanders' leading rusher is actually their quarterback, which, as much as you want a quarterback who's mobile, and don't get me wrong, Jayden Daniels, he does the perfect thing where he's not running to make a play. He's running around to get somebody open to pass the ball, which is what the quarterback should be doing, like a Patrick Mahomes, which is why he keeps on killing all the teams. It becomes very deflating as a team and as the defense when having to, contain the quarterback. He gets out of pocket, and now the weapon or the quarterback both are out of containment, and now it's a free fall, and you don't know what's going to hit you. On the other side, for the Eagles again, I think they've just been playing phenomenal defense. I think they're kind of, taking it back to low-key like a 2016 where everybody knows the Eagles are the Eagles. However, they're still taking on that underdog mentality. Their head coach, even though they only have 2 losses, has been questioned throughout the year as if he doesn't know football. not like he was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. But I digress. We'll see with those Philly fans, with that energy, rocking divisional game, so it can be questionable. Marshawn Lattimore, let's see if he plays this game. If not, that defensive back room still relatively very young. But those safeties have been doing work. Jeremy Chin has been an excellent get for the Commanders, the tackling machine. On the inside, you have Bobby Wagner, and then the defensive line actually has been doing pretty well. I don't know about sacks, but for the run defense, I think they will handle Saquon to under 100 yards. But at the end, I think Eagles controlling the clock with the two weapons that they have on the outside, the defensive backs emerging, and the defense kind of putting it all together. I think Eagles take this one in the division. I will be back Sunday for you guys, Sunday picks. Till then, love. I'm going to catch y'all very soon.